Welcome back to the coverage of the MLG Advanced Warfare Pro League Season 2. Mr. X joined by Chance via Skype. Had some issues getting into the OG game. It was just bringing us into every game but it. It was actually just keep bringing us into the Prof game. So you know what? We said, let's just cast the Prof game. We're here. Might as well just cast it. So it's going to be Prof versus AR. We're going to be bringing you some of the Optic Gaming series as well just after this. Prof currently up 2-0 here, Chance. I think they close out AR here.
Yeah, I mean, the hard point that I saw, I think they won by like 60 points. I have no idea what happened to Search and Destroy, but going up 2-0, it's a really strong Prophecy team, apparently, coming in fresh. But they're doing really well, so yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give them the edge for the 3-0.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first time this Prophecy team has played together. I mean, I know Apathy, Sensor, and Aches teamed a little bit together on FaZe, but since then, haven't been playing together at all. You see Wheats going in for a 1-point score there. Aches looking to make a play for the drone. Looks like Prof has some map control. They're going to go mid, and you see one player going to be wrapping around through green. That is actually going to be Apathy. Aches trying to go for a 2-point score. He's going to be shut down. Mochilla right there. Let's see if he can pick up the drone. He's going to get it. He's going to put it in for 2. So nice score right there. And at least in my opinion, I think Mochilla's a pretty underrated player in Advanced Warfare. Chance came into the year, was worried a little bit about how he's going to perform outside of Ghost, as Remy picks up a nice interception. Ghost, very slow player. Mochilla played on 1 sensitivity, coming in Advanced Warfare, the game moving so fast, didn't think he was going to adjust nicely, but at the beginning of the game with Justice, had some of the best placings, most consistent placings of any team in Advanced Warfare at the start.
Yeah, he's kind of like a Ricky player, in where historically he's been sort of a turtle, not moving around, just chilling out with the AR. I think it was the top red building in Ghost that Gotchilla would pretty much just dominate the entire time. But
yeah,
pro players are absolutely insanely good at adjusting to everything. They learn these game modes in a matter of days, and they have the meta essentially figured out every single time something fresh comes out. So, pro players, there is a reason why they are professionals, and Mochilla showing exactly why he deserves to be at the top.
Oh, and Remy making a fantastic move with the drone to jump on top of Yellow, going to put in a 1-point score. Fantastic play by Remy. Remy, obviously, of Team Revenge, not in the MLG Pro League, did not qualify, lost last map to Optic Nation. So a lot of those TR guys split out all over the league. It's going to be Anticity with a pass to Burns for a 2-point score. It's going to put AR up 2 here. And I was extremely impressed with Anticity at COD Champs. Burns, though, on a 7-3 will go on board with him. But just a little talk about Anticity. Extremely impressed with him at Champs. Didn't know how he was going to play. First COD Champs came up big. 50 bump. First game of the weekend out of him. Going to be looking to see if he can keep up that slaying power, but it does not matter. Burns on an 8 spree right now. Chance absolutely taking over.
Yeah, and Burns, from what I understand, didn't even qualify for champs this past year and did this year, and I believe they placed 5th or something like that, 5th or 6th. So Burns has really just been an absolutely hot player in Advanced Warfare, really coming to his own and showing again, just like Mochilla, why he deserves to be at the top. You're gonna see another 2-point play come in. I believe that was Apathy getting it dunk for that one, so they're gonna now extend their lead to 6-4.
I mean, the game has changed a lot since FaZe Red. No, actually, they were just kind of called FaZe at the time. FaZe going to put up 8 points here thus far. 2 minutes still to go. Going to get close to that 10-point limit. But the game has changed a lot since the original AW Open event, which FaZe won. But I would say since the last patch, it's gone back a little bit closer to where that was, where you can run those 2 AR setups. I mean, at the AW Open, everybody was running an AR. It was just battles for everybody. But with this new patch, Chance, I think this Prof lineup can cause some damage with a 2 AR setup.
Yeah, you're probably right. Some maps I think you could even potentially run 3 battles if you really want to push your luck. But yeah, I really do like the mix-up that we're seeing. And 1-point toss is going to try to get thrown in. It's not going to connect, and Anticity is going to be able to run that away. I think Anticity generally is going to be running your assault rifle. I think he might have a submachine gun right now, but he's going to end up running into 2 players. So he's going to get cut down right away, and they're going to stop that as Prof Pat Price with that new gamer tag is going to be running the drone straight through the middle again, trying to get at least a 1-point toss in.
Yeah, and he just keeps going through the middle. Don't really know why. Anticity on your screen. He's going to be leading the charge down the right-hand side of the map for AR. He's got 3 players directly in front of him. See if he can make some type of play. He's going to be taken out from behind, but who is this? It's going to be Sensor. He's going to be trying to push into that yellow building, but Remy coming around the flank. But you see how fast the players on FaZe, actually, that's kind of funny. How fast they are on Prof, trying to get around the outside. Sensor going to try and go for 1. He's going to put it in, put that 9th point on the board for Prophecy. Going to take a while to get used to calling these guys Prof. They're staples of FaZe for a very long time.
Yeah, this play from Sensor was really cool too, because he was the last one alive and he had 3 enemy players to face down right there, and he was able to convert that to a 1-point play, getting that kind of cheeky toss jumping off the side, and Apathy actually going to be able to get a 3-piece and clean up the entire team, and Sensor's going to pick off the last one, so Prophecy going to be able to make a run. But when you're the last one alive with a drone and you're facing a wall of enemy players, any points you can get or any time you can waste is absolutely huge. But it looks like that is going to be a throw coming in to finish out the round 10-4, which, you know, basically right at that 5-minute mark. So the opposing team will have a good bit of time to come back. Prophecy keeping their momentum going, being up 2-0 so far right now and trying to get it to the 3-0 sweep.
Yeah, so Prof currently up 2-0. Nice play right there at the end. We actually had Aches on your screen. Messed up the throw the first time, gets it in the second one. And just glancing over, it looks like Optic Gaming is up 1-0 versus Team Envy. We'll bring you that second map. Hopefully, at least a part of it. But Chance, who do you want to go on board with here? Start things off.
Probably Burns off. Looking for them to be able to obviously come back from the deficit 4-10 right now. And Burns off is a player that's hot on a 3 streak right now, picking up a 2-piece right off the bat, sitting at 19-10, having an absolutely phenomenal game. And, you know, you were talking about Anticity earlier, really, you know, like proving himself in Advanced Warfare, especially as of late, struggling a bit right now. He can step it up. That would be great for his team. But it looks like Apathy's going to get in another 1-point toss, just continuing the Prophecy domination. Oh,
Burns, I think, is one of the more underrated players in Advanced Warfare. Definitely has grown as a player since Ghost. I know with Curse pretty much throughout the entire time on Call of Duty Ghost, didn't have the best placings, kind of got a bad rap from some of his teammates, one of them Mochilla on the other team, but Burns in Advanced Warfare has turned himself into quite a nice player. But Apathy, I think, on this Prophecy lineup, really, you know, a little bit inconsistent at the beginning of the game, but since then, Chance has been putting up some great numbers. So you see Burns going to miss a 1-point throw there. Mochilla is going to try and bring this one out towards green side, see if he can make a play. But Apathy really has gotten so much more consistent since the beginning of Advanced Warfare. Definitely changed as a player. Mochilla is going to bring that one in for 2. Going to put this Prof lineup up 13-4, really coming out dominating AR, and AR really missing Happy tonight. Chance, you know, Happy have been really tearing it up for them in the league. Remy on your screen, and you know, they're messing up right now, you know, with not having his AR slaying power.
And something Prophecy is doing very well, you know, this is the first game I've ever actually seen them play as a team together, so a little bit early to form, like, my opinion, but you've seen Aches has been carrying the drone quite a bit, and as well as Mochilla was able to put that last win in, and he ran that entire time by himself. He didn't pick it up off of a fallen teammate, so generally you'd expect Sensor to be your OBJ type of player, and I think discussions lately have basically been, after I think Stump was one of the first ones to say it, that there isn't really an objective role anymore. Like, as fast as this game is, everyone has to be able to do everything, and so far Prophecy is proving just that. We've seen Patrick being able to run the drone quite a few times, Mochilla and Sensor all doing absolutely everything for their team.
Yeah, I agree with Skunk. I'm not sure if there's an actual OBJ player in this game, kind of like a Black Ops 2 or even a Ghost. I think this game plays way too fast. Everybody needs to be able to do everything, and I think you definitely see it come out in, you know, some game modes where, you know, players who aren't the best slayers, they definitely get exposed a little bit. I think it's definitely changing the game of you know, Call of Duty in general. I think as the series moves on, if, you know, stays this fast-paced game, definitely some players going to struggle to adjust. Remy on your screen right now, though, he's going to be having the drone towards the back of this Prof base, going to try and jump on top, get a 1-point throw off. It's going to get it in, so looks like AR trying to make this a game, slowly creeping back. Do you think they have a chance to do it, Chance?
Well, they were down by 6 after the first half, and now they've just been able to get that deficit down to 5 when, you know, less than 2 minutes left at this point. I just think AR hasn't done quite enough slaying on this side to make the comeback, and Prophecy right there, you know, Mochilla with the 2-piece, Sensor cleaning up, Burns off, and now Remy's your last alive, and he pretty much has to stop the drone, which he is able to do in picking up the 2-piece, which is nice, but they just have had too much pressure put on them by Prophecy, and Prophecy just not allowing them to make any sort of comeback at all.
Yeah, it looks like Remy, though, he's going to try and go for 2. He's going to throw it in at the last second. Nice play right there from Remy. Put some points on the board. Just a fantastic OBJ-minded player. If we just talked about there's no roles, but nope, I think Remy, he definitely focuses on the objective a little bit more, but we've seen him have some huge games in the slaying department. For AR, really going to look for Anticity to turn it on here in the last, you know, minute 13 seconds. They're going to need him to come up big if they're going to try and make a comeback. And you see the kills being exchanged in the kill feed, and it's going to be Anticity coming up with a huge play right there. I said he needed to come up clutch if this team was going to make something happen at the end. On a 4 streak, puts in a 2-point play, and look where he's positioned, Chance, in a perfect spot to lock down green.
Yeah, he's going to be able to pick up at least one player. He's going to spot the second. He does get cleaned up, but he still bought his team a bit of time. So now Burns off with your drone is going to be trying to run in, but Apathy getting a two-piece right there to clean that up. And it looks like he's going to turn around, pass it to his teammate, either to play the drone or rotate it green. And it looks like they should
hold this in green.
They're just holding it to waste time.
Yeah, that's a smart play. They should hold it in green, and if Center gets challenged, he should throw it out. And I don't like the idea to move it up to that position he was in. Ake's going to win a big gun battle right here. Would not be surprised to see him throw it off. It looks like they're going to try and push, though. Kind of a risky play here from this Prof lineup. It's going to be Ake's taking out one, not able to get the second. Apathy going to try and get a score. He's not able to do it. Doesn't look like AR has enough time to, throw this one out and go for a reset. They're going to have to push. It's going to be Mochilla directly in front of Wheats. He's going to be able to take him out. Mochilla's going to drop. Craziness here happening at the end of this game. Mochilla's going to get that drone, throw it out of bounds, and this Prophecy team, in their first game together, chance they're going to win this series 3-0. But I want to go straight over to